What's going on, everyone? So there is a lot of questions of why does Darvin Ham play Taurean Prince so much? Like, what is Darvin Ham's infatuation with Taurean Prince? Right? Like, does Taurean Prince have something on Darvin Ham and he's holding it against him unless he plays 30 minutes a game? It just seems like whenever Darvin Ham doesn't know or doesn't seem to know like what to do, or it's like, okay, we need to get somebody else in there. It's like, okay, let's go with Taurean Prince. It's like Taurean Prince is like his safety blanket, his like comfort zone. And it's just like, even when the situation doesn't call for Taurean Prince, he puts in Taurean Prince. And look, I like Taurean Prince a lot. I actually think he is a very good piece for this team, but not 30 minutes a game. He's literally averaging 29.8 minutes per game. I think that around 20 minutes a game, sure. And I know a lot of people have like this distaste now for Taurean Prince. It's not Taurean's fault. He's just playing the minutes in the role that is being asked of him. I think Taurean Prince makes a lot of sense for this team alongside LeBron James and D'Lo and Reeves and AD. I mean, his ability to knock down the three ball and just cook and get hot. I mean, he's giving you basically 2 to 3 threes minimum. And on like a regular basis, he's a lock for basically 3 threes. And the guy can still put the ball down on the ground a little bit. He does make hustle plays at times, right? He's not a great defender, but, he's serviceable. He's just like, he's not the guy you want defending the best player on the other team, but if he's defending like the third or fourth best player, he's better and can hold his own more. And like, you look at what he's averaging. He's averaging 9.5 points, basically, 3 threes a game, 3 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 1 steal, half a block. Right? He's shooting 72% from the foul line. He's only averaging 1 attempt per game because it's primarily just 3-point range. 52.5% from 2-point range. He's averaging 38.6% from 3-point range on 5 attempts per game. And he's hit some big shots this season. It's been very crucial in key moments this season. What was it? The in-season tournament game against the Phoenix Suns, where the ball was just trailing out of bounds and Taurean tracked it down, got the ball, ran it the other way, and basically sealed the game for the Lakers. Right? He's had moments. I like Taurean Prince. He's a veteran guy, not afraid of the moment. He's had big moments in the postseason. This is a guy that can step up and play a role if need be. But it's the amount and the type of role in which Darvin Ham has Taurean Prince playing. It's just like, what are we doing here? Why is Taurean Prince playing like he's Khris Middleton? Well, guess what? It looks like we may have our answer. So Anthony Irwin, who covers and talks a lot about the Lakers, said, I've said this recently, but I needed to repeat it. And he says, I'm told by some close to the situation that Darvin has been using Taurean the way he has this season for a very depressing reason. So Anthony Irwin was on a interview, and this is what he said in the interview. I'm going to play a little clip for you. So here's what he said.
He likes to find analogs to that Bucks team that he was an assistant coach on when they won the championship. And his analog with Taurean Prince is Khris Middleton.
So you heard that right. Again, according to Anthony Irwin, he says that Darvin Ham is basically trying to find comparisons and similarities to that Milwaukee Bucks team. He's trying to put this team in position to where he's comfortable for his tenure with the Milwaukee Bucks when they won the championship. And you saw it even like last year, this year, right? A lot of the schemes and the way that he coaches and the way that he approaches things are all Budenholzer. And he puts guys in very similar roles that he does with, or that he did with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's trying to find that comfort, which, you know what you know. Right? You are most comfortable in a space in which you know. You are most comfortable in a space in which you have familiarity, right? So Darvin Ham is trying to replicate what happened with the Bucks with this Lakers roster and putting guys in position that are similar to roles that other guys on Milwaukee had. Here's the problem. Taurean Prince is not Khris Middleton. If you told me Max Christie, right? Or you told me, now Spencer Dinwiddie, right? You want Spencer Dinwiddie to play that role. Sure, I still don't, neither of those guys I think are Khris Middleton. Maybe Max Christie at some point, but right now at age 20 or he just turned 21, No, Taurean Prince is not Khris Middleton. He's just not. Taurean Prince is a proven role player, proven rotation guy, a 3-point guy that is a veteran, right? Again, I like Taurean Prince. I think Taurean Prince is solid. He's nowhere near Khris Middleton. Khris Middleton is a proven scorer, proven commodity, a legit two-way player. He's got also a little more size, more athleticism, versatility. I mean, nobody looks at Taurean Prince and Khris Middleton and go, man, like those two are very similar, right? Khris Middleton is a proven second, maybe third option on a championship contender, right? And I mean, Giannis was like was absolutely incredible during that run, but you know, Khris Middleton was on most nights, him and Drew Holiday were the second or third option, right? And look, again, I can understand a Max Christie or, like I said, a Spencer Dinwiddie, somebody like that. Again, those guys aren't Khris Middleton, but the similarities are closer. Like Max Christie, for example, he's a better defensive guy. He can get after it as like, you know, a defensive and defend basically 1 through 3. He can hit the open 3. He can penetrate, get into the mid range, kind of get to the basket. He's like right now a poor man's Khris Middleton. You know, I mean, that might be pushed a little bit, but still, you get my point, right? Like, I can understand and see more similarities and more resemblance of Max Christie with a Khris Middleton, right? A guy like, again, like a Spencer Dinwiddie, right? Athletic, point of attack, 6'6", right? He can kind of put the ball on the floor, make plays. I think Dinwiddie's a better playmaker than Khris Middleton is, but I can understand the idea and the role. Obviously, Khris Middleton, again, is bigger than both those guys. He's 6'7", where, you know, Max Christie's like 6'5", 6'6". You have Taurean Prince, who's 6'6", maybe 6'7", but that's kind of pushing it, right? Like, they just don't compare, right? Like, and you're talking, again, a guy that Khris Middleton is a guy that can legitimately just score with the best of them at times and just completely take over a game. I mean, Khris Middleton's averaging fewer minutes and almost double the points in like a very reduced role compared to what he's had in previous years, right? Like, especially with, you know, Damian Lillard Khris Middleton is now the clear-cut third guy. But it's not even so much what Khris Middleton is scoring and what he's doing out there. Because again, this is a guy that had like a 5-year stretch where he was averaging 20 points. The fewest he averaged was the 2018-2019 season, which was 18.3 points. You know, you look at from basically 2017 to 2021, he was basically a 20-point-a-game scorer. And so my thing is that, like, you know, Taurean Prince, like, the closest Taurean Prince has ever been to Khris Middleton is the 2013-2014 season. And that was his second year in the league. Khris Middleton's, that is. It's just, again, it's the lack of utilization. It's the, like, I would almost rather than put Rui Hachimura in the Khris Middleton. Taurean Prince, it just doesn't make sense. And look, again, this is Anthony Irwin says that, like, you know, now at this point it's not even speculation, but he didn't say that like he heard this from Darvin Ham or that, you know, Taurean Prince. He didn't hear it from the horse's mouth, right? He heard it from, I heard it from somebody familiar with the situation or whatever, right? That's not the same thing as like Darvin Ham telling him, well, we just see Taurean Prince, a lot of similarities to Khris Middleton. Like, it's not the same thing. But it does make sense, right? It does. And if you watch the way that Darvin Ham uses Taurean Prince, it is very similar to what the Milwaukee Bucks did with Khris Middleton, which is basically have him be that defensive guy, hit open shots, try to put the ball on the deck, have a more expanded offensive role. It's just, I don't really get it. Right? Taurean Prince is who he is as a player, which is great for the team that we have. Taurean Prince as an off-ball shooting threat is exactly what the Lakers need. A guy that on any night can hit 6-7 threes is massive. The Lakers need that, right? He can, you know, certain matchups, he can hold his own a little bit. Right? Like, he's a guy that in a bench role, playing, 15 to 20 minutes a night is perfect. That is what he is. The Lakers are like 1-11 when Taurean Prince plays 25 minutes or more, or something crazy like that. Like, it's like an insane stat when Taurean Prince plays heavy minutes. So, I mean, even the data tells you, stop playing Taurean Prince so many minutes. You play him around. He also has our worst plus minus. He's like a minus 156 because he's playing a role that he's not supposed to play. And again, this isn't on Taurean Prince. This isn't Taurean Prince's fault, right? Unless he really does have blackmail on Darvin Ham and he's using it, right? This isn't Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince is playing the role that is being asked of him. Taurean Prince is trying his hardest to just be what Darvin Ham wants him to be. Problem is that he's not that guy, and Darvin Ham doesn't recognize that he's not that guy. Darvin Ham just doesn't see that Taurean Prince, I need to cut his minutes down. He is a three-point specialist. He's a guy that you put out there alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis in spots, or, D'Lo and Reeves or whomever in spots, and he's a constant off-ball threat that doesn't need the basketball, that you can kind of tuck away, and it's just catch and shoot with him all day. On occasion, he can pump fake, put the ball on the deck, and get to the basket and make a bucket, as we've seen him do on regular occasions, right? He's good. He doesn't settle all the time. He's a guy that on occasion, can he go off and give you 18? Yes, of course. He's done it numerous times this season. But those are supposed to be the anomalies. If he has a game where he's shooting the lights out, then yes, leave him in there, right? If Taurean Prince is like 4 or 4 from 3 in 12 minutes of action, then yes, keep him out there. Let him keep shooting. Let him keep, lighting it up. But when he's like 1 of 4 from 3, why is he playing 30 minutes? Right? I just think it should be based on his production. If he's out there and he's been like one of our best players out there tonight, and he's just holding his own on the defensive side and just lighting this team up, then yeah, stick with the hot hand. I would not criticize Darvin Ham whatsoever if Taurean Prince played 40 minutes and he was hitting 6 threes a game. I'd be like, no, Taurean Prince, you have to keep. He's giving you 18 a game, shooting the lights out. You have to keep him. He's shooting 60% from 3. If it was something like that, I'd be defending him all day long. But it's not that. He's shooting 38%, which is good, right? That's not a bad three-point percentage by any stretch of the imagination. Right? He's shooting the ball well for the Lakers. He's a very much needed in that regard. But for him to be playing 30 minutes a game, averaging 9.5 points, and not been great defensively, like if he was our best defensive, like if he was Jared Vanderbilt this year and just locking down defensively and hitting threes like that, then yes, I don't mind it. But he's not. He's a liability at times on the court. It doesn't make sense. But now it's starting to add up. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think of this news? What do you think of these updates? Does it frustrate you? Do you buy it? Do you not buy it? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.